All right, fellas, we gotta talk. We gotta talk, man. I got a phone call from Mom Dukes, and she told me I gotta holla at you, man. It's for all my dads, for all my fathers, cause I heard you ready to be a dad. I heard you couldn't keep it in your pants. You feel? I heard that you just wanted to make your mom a grandma. You know what I'm saying? You said, Mom, you've done enough. Now you need to do more. Man. So look, this video is for all my dads, all my fathers, all my soon-to-be dads, my soon-to-be fathers, and just anybody who grew up around a father figure. All things dads. Okay. Are you ready? Are you truly ready to be a dad? Are you ready for what you signed up for? There ain't no going back. You feel me? Once you sign up to be a dad, once you let that thing go up in that canal, you already know you have to deal with the consequences. My uncle always used to tell me this. He used to say, anything that you do in this life has consequences. So before you do anything, you always have to ask yourself, am I willing to deal with the consequences of what I'm about to do? If the answer is yes, then do it. If the answer is no, you probably shouldn't do it. So yeah, I heard you want to be a dad, and I also heard, some of y'all been dads for quite some times, and you trying to figure out life. You trying to see, like, how can I not go crazy? Like, how do people do this? Like, is this why my parents didn't stay together? Is this why people always break up? Is it like what's going on? What did I sign up for? Like what? So that's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about some ways that you can stay sane, you can make it happen, you can accomplish your goals, you can succeed, fellas. Okay, and you can make it work. I promise you. And I prefer not to say make it work because that just sounds like you're just gonna do whatever you can to like make it work. It just don't align with where I'm at mentally today. More so, we're gonna communicate thoroughly. We're gonna be clear. We're gonna be firm, and you're gonna make things happen that is in alignment with who you truly say that you are. That's better. Because I understand, like, even before you had a thought about having kids, before you actually had the kids, and now that you do have the kids, what about you? Like, you have your dreams, your what about everything? What about us? Man, Michael Jackson the great, bro. But no, what about you though? You had your goals, you had your aspirations, you had your desires, and you still have those. Now that you're in a relationship, you got kids, they getting bigger, or you thinking, oh, I'm about to have kids, what am I about to do? Like, man, look, man, I'm trying to tell you right now, you have to lock in on you. Like, you have to make sure that your dreams and your aspirations are met. Okay, what you label as success is met consistently. Okay, there's no other options. I'm telling you. If you watching this video, you choosing to be a successful dad. You're choosing not to make excuses for your life. Okay, we ain't gonna blame it on the kids. We ain't gonna blame it on wifey. We ain't gonna blame it on nothing external. We're gonna look in the mirror. We're gonna sit down by ourselves, and we're gonna say, "What am I doing wrong? Why am I not succeeding? Why am I always mad? Why am I always drinking? Why am I depressed? Why am I so negative all the goddamn time? What can I do better?" The easiest thing to do when you're a dad is to give up. telling you right now, bro. It's the God honest truth. You choosing to be a dad. Easiest thing for you to do is gonna be to give up. If you're not a dad yet and you watching this because your wisdom level is high and you're like, let me see what this dude talking about before I even think about having kids. I'm just curious about it. Yeah, the easiest thing to do when you have kids is to give up, and that is why, my friend, a lot of people choose not to have kids. That is why, my friend, you hear about people breaking up all the time. That is why, my friends, you hear about dads going missing. It's not for the I want to say it's not for the weak because that's what we all say, but yes, it's not for the weak. I agree with that, but it's not for a person who's not ambitious. Like you have to have some type of drive to have kids. Like, bro, we don't we not gonna allow no bums to raise us. Like, what are you talking about? You can't, bro. I'm not taking advice from no bum. Like, I be getting hype, bro. But all right, I can take advice from a bum. You can always learn something from anybody, whether they're a bum, whether they're successful, whether they're young, whether they're old. I'm gonna catch myself. I'm gonna slow down, right? But what I meant by that, to just make sure I hit my point, is that it's gonna be very difficult for a child or anyone younger to take advice from somebody that they don't respect, and we're wise. Us as humans, we're very, very wise, and we are energetic beings. Like, we can read energy before people speak. We can sense a lot of things. So you as a man having kids, and at some point your kids gonna start asking questions. But you as a man having kids and knowing this thing about energy, you gonna know whether or not your kids respect you. And it's gonna start by you respecting yourself or not respecting yourself. And wherever you stand and wherever you're consistent at, whether you're consistently respecting yourself or consistently not respecting yourself, guess what? The kids gonna smell that. The kids gonna take a little whiffy. They're gonna smell it. And when you tell them, when you try to discipline them, and bro, it's not gonna work. You are just literally building up a whole bunch of animosity within your family. Oh yeah, it's like that. It's like that. Ain't no peaches and cream. Okay, I'm giving you the real. Y'all be happy to be dads, and I get it. You should be. But you happy to be a dad in the beginning, and then your kids come along, and now you starting to get irritated because you like, yeah, I gotta brush their teeth, then I gotta help, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like, then we need more help. Like, then call up our moms. I need more space to live in. These motherfuckers running in my room and breaking stuff, and now I gotta pay for this, I gotta pay for that. Like, I'll never forget my uncle told me too. He was just like, y'all planning to have kids? He was like, that's gonna be expensive, right? And I was just like, everything in life is expensive. Like, kids ain't even gonna be that expensive. Like, that's just his perception. Like, that ain't my perception. Like, kids are expensive. Kids are very expensive. They require a lot of money. At the beginning, not so much so. You got a little baby shower, everybody coming through, birthdays come around, everybody giving them toys. But after a while, you like, bro, they gotta eat every day. They gotta poop every day. They gotta use water every day. Oh man, everybody will always be sending them toys and clothes and stuff. Like, it's her point. And it's so funny because I know my kids are not even to the point where they're like asking me to like actually buy them stuff, you know? Oh man, gotta love it. So I'm giving you these things because I'm communicating to you as thoroughly as possible that kids are not a joke, man. And I know you are very ambitious. I know you have goals, and I know you aspire to inspire people, and I know you see yourself leaving your footprint on this planet. I know you see yourself owning multiple properties and being a great investor and just being a beacon of light to others, and retiring your loved ones and inspiring the younger ones and squeezing the juice out this planet and filling up that cup, even if you don't get to drink out that cup, you just left it there for evidence of you just just living, man, you can do it. You can do it. And you're doing it. You're doing it, you know? So we not giving up. There ain't no giving up. We have to keep communicating thoroughly to yourself mainly, but also to your loved ones. Uh, and please, please honor your truest self, your highest desires. Like, because everybody chose to be a certain person within. So you can't ignore that. The more you ignore it, that's the only time we're frustrated. Like, when we're not being and experiencing who we know we are, and we like, bro, years going by, people be 40, 50 and be like, man, I regret not taking more chances. I regret not trying more things. Like, bro, this is the perfect time to just keep going. Like, I'm losing my train of thought a little bit when I said that thing about the old people, like older people regretting things. We're gonna come back home. So the point of this video, family, let's wrap it up too, man. So much passion, but the more I calm down, the easier I can communicate, man. So sticking on topic, fellas, is when you're a dad, the one of the greatest things I've learned is that most men give up because it's easier to give up. Other men choose to keep going because they align themselves. They are true to themselves. They are real with themselves. They acknowledge the their deep feelings. They acknowledge, like, that moment, when you a guy and you listening to your favorite song or you're working out, bro, nobody can tell you none. Or when you hitting a female from the back, you feel me? Or you really, when you in that mode, like, how do you feel? You feel like him. And us as men, we just want to feel like that as much as possible. Like, we always want to feel like I'm him, and we we don't like feeling like we're not him. It's simple. So the more you ignore that feeling of you knowing that you like feeling and being like him, the more depression you're going to experience, the more misalignment you're going to experience, the more you're not going to manifest your truest desires. You ain't going to get that Lambo. You ain't going to get that big house. You ain't going to be an investor. None of that, bro, because you're not in true alignment. You keep ignoring who you really are, man. You keep feeling bad for being powerful. Like, you keep thinking it's wrong for you to be successful. You keep thinking you're going to become a target if you make a lot of money. You feel like all these contradicting ways because we know deep down, bro, like, you really desire to experience that, and it doesn't matter what people say or think about you, like, because you want an easier life or because you want a luxurious life or because you want to take care of your family. Like, it doesn't matter what people think about you because that's not good or bad. Like, your desires is not coming from a place where you think, oh, I'm doing something good or I'm doing something bad. No, it's neutral. Like, it's neutrally charged. Your desires are neutrally charged, and you're more so looking at it like, I'm only have these desires is because I chose who I was. Like, I said, I looked myself in the mirror. I sat down with myself and I said, these are the things I care about. This is how I prefer to be viewed. This is what I prefer to experience in my life. And I'm rocking with it. I like it. It may change here and there as time goes by, but this is how I primarily feel. And I'm not going to feel bad making those things happen. It's just going to happen. So, fellas, this is your sign. If you don't have kids yet, and you don't plan on having kids, take notes. If you plan to have kids, if you have a kid on the way right now, I know it's exciting. I'm excited for you too. It's one of God's greatest gifts, I personally feel. Enjoy the early moments fully and just be ready to keep making adjustments, keep going, keep working out, keep eating correctly, keep being real with yourself, keep making sure that you're consistent in that of what you truly desire. Because I don't know who you are, family. I can't give you the blueprint because I don't know what really matters to you. You know, I'm structured in a certain way because certain things matter to me because I see myself a certain way. And we all have that. And you have to just make sure that everything that you're doing, everything that you're saying, everything that you're thinking is in alignment with that of what you truly desire to experience, that of who you said that you were. Because the more you ignore it, the more chaotic your life is going to be. It's really that simple, man. It's really that simple. If you already have kids and you're already a dad right now, salute, keep going. And this video is, man, this video is primarily for you because I'm in that situation. So this is where I'm speaking from an existing dad, you know, going through being a dad in real time right now. So, man, that's all I pretty much got for this video. If you gain any value or if there's anything that I can do better, please let me know. Again, if you gain any value, leave a like, leave a comment your best part, any things that you can relate to, any questions that you have. And I'm always here for you. If you feel alone or you feel weird or you like, Tracy, I don't know how to start investing, I don't know how to, whatever, just holler at me, man. Shoot me an email. I'm always willing to come up with a game plan or share you more experiences, things that I've learned from. And I'm still learning as I go. You know, I'm a student to life and I'm a teacher. And true enlightenment is knowing that I don't know everything. So I'm just always learning and teaching as I go. So it's a no judgment zone. You are safe here, sincerely. We don't judge each other's here. We encourage, inspire, and uplift each other's to keep evolving into our greatest selves. So let's get right. You got this. And I'm going to see you all on the next one. Easy.